All in all, there are 4 basic moves. Let's review them real quickly. Nucleophilic attack, loss of a leaving group, proton transfer, or rearrangement. Now, sometimes you will see combinations of these 4 basic moves. Consider, for example, the following compound. We treat this compound with OH minus. We're going to get a mixture of substitution and elimination products, but the major product is going to be elimination. Let's explore that product. We're going to have a proton here that we're going to take off. So we show a curved arrow coming to the proton. Then the 2 electrons that used to hold that proton come to right here, kicking off chloride as a leaving group. And this gives us our product, which is an alkene, plus water as a byproduct, because OH minus came and grabbed that proton. Now, let's carefully analyze what we have here. This is a one-step mechanism. We have 3 curved arrows all happening in one step, going straight to the product. There's no intermediates here involved. And notice what we have. The first 2 curved arrows here, the one coming from the OH minus to the proton, and the second one, those 2 curved arrows are a proton transfer. But then we have a third curved arrow here, and a third curved arrow comes from these 2 electrons kicking off the chloride, and that is loss of a leaving group. So we actually have 2 of the basic moves coupled together into one step here. Let's take a look at another example. Let's carefully analyze the following mechanism step by step, and let's look for our 4 basic moves. And once again, let's just remind ourselves of the 4 basic moves. We have nucleophilic attack, leave, that's loss of a leaving group, proton transfer, or rearrangements. Attack, leave, proton transfer, or rearrangement. Now let's look for these 4 basic moves in the following mechanism step by step. In the first step here, we have a lone pair attacking this proton, kicking up electron density up onto the oxygen. This is a proton transfer. 2 curved arrows to accomplish the proton transfer. In the second step, we have a lone pair coming and attacking this carbon right here, kicking up this electron density. Here we have attack. Nucleophilic attack, a nucleophile attacking an electrophile, kicking the electron density up. So here we have proton transfer. This is a nucleophilic attack. Here we have lone pair from the oxygen coming and grabbing this proton, a second curved arrow showing where these 2 electrons are going to. That is again a proton transfer. H plus transfer. That gets us to here. Here we have a lone pair attacking a proton, kicking electrons up. Again, another proton transfer. What do we have going on here? We have electrons, a lone pair from this oxygen coming down to form a double bond between this oxygen and this carbon, kicking off this oxygen. This is a leaving group which is being kicked off. So this is loss of a leaving group. And finally, our last step here is a lone pair from this oxygen grabbing this proton, these electrons being kicked onto the oxygen. That is a proton transfer. So we see what appears to be a very long mechanism is really just a combination of the following 4 moves. Proton transfer, attack, proton transfer, loss of a leaving group, proton transfer. It's very helpful to think of mechanisms in this way because you're going to see patterns emerge as you move through the course. You'll see, for example, patterns that go like this. Attack, loss of a leaving group, proton transfer. and then you'll see another reaction. Attack, loss of a leaving group, proton transfer. And then you'll see another reaction. Attack, loss of a leaving group, proton transfer. And when you put all three reactions side by side, you realize that they all show the same pattern of basic moves. Attack, lose a leaving group, and then proton transfer. And when you see mechanisms in this way, it greatly helps to categorize and classify these mechanisms into groups so that you can understand them and remember them more easily. The following skill building exercises are designed to help you recognize these four basic moves.